Hello, welcome back to Sweet and Spice Podcast. My name is Kate.
And I'm Cecily.
And this is episode 2 of season 3.
Episode 2.
And we are covering Just One Bite by S.L. Cokeley.
Never heard of it.
It's a werewolf vampire academy thing. Supernatural Academy thing. It's cool. Alright. Well, let's get into it. Shall we? Triggers.
Dun dun dun.
Victim blaming / shaming. Gore and blood. Blood loss. Guns / gun violence. Hostage situation / confinement.
Oh, bye.
Grief / loss, specifically loss of a parent. Graphic battle / murder / violence. Profanity. Drinking / alcohol. Memory loss. Explicit sexual content. Detailed. Blood play, biting, sexual blood sharing / blood drinking. Extortion / manipulation.
Oh.
And panic attacks.
You're just going all out with the triggers.
I know.
My book was so light and fluffy.
It was. Mine is not. Freya is back. She's just gonna stare at me like prolonged eye contact over here.
Creepy.
Yeah. Anyway, that was all the trigger warnings. It's not the worst I've ever had. So, we're going to start with the prologue. And the prologue starts with Olivia meeting a man in a mask. She has no idea who he is, just that he's not human, because she can tell. He feels like home to her. And she's caught up in that moment until she hears her sister scream. And she bolts towards her sister screaming.
Fair.
Then we get into chapter 1. So Olivia and her 2 sisters go to a magical university called Doxlothia Academy. I could be butchering that. It's spelled Doxlothia Academy. Doxlothia. Not sure. I'm gonna go with Doxlothia. I think it sounds the most accurate.
I mean, it'd be
Anyway.
weird to have an X and the X be silent. So.
Right? Especially like in the center of a word somewhere. Anyway, they're told their orientation, because it's their first year being able to go. It's like a university kind of situation, right? It is a university. It's a magical university. Basically, their orientation starts after sundown. Because it's a university full of different magical creatures, including vampires. So, the sisters all get sorted into different houses. So, Olivia gets assigned into one called Nox. So, Olivia also has heterochromia, by the way. Heterochromia. So she has one gold eye and one violet eye. So heterochromia in this world isn't the unique part. It's the actual colors of her eye. Heterochromia is common because of werewolf lineage. It can be
I'm a werewolf.
She's human. But it was probably way back in the years, right? Like many, many generations. I'm telling you right now, she does stay human through the entire thing.
Dun dun dun.
So, before orientation, there is a haunted maze they have to go through. It's kind of like freshman hazing. It's pretty much freshman hazing. They have to go through a haunted maze. The other people get to scare them. If you don't want to participate and be a scarer, like as an upperclassmate, you don't have to. You just get the key to, like, a code to be able to walk around it. You don't have to go through the maze. You can go through the maze if you enjoy it. But it's essentially a haunted maze. And you gotta go through it if you're a first year. So, like I said, older classmates get to be the scare actors. They wear masks and they scare the new recruits. And like I said, old recruits if they want to walk through as well. But you can skip it. But Olivia's across the hall neighbor, Parker, does like to scare people. He's also wearing a creepy mask, so she doesn't know who he is. She just happens to, while she's walking out of her dorm room, she opens up her dorm room, he's also walking out, he has a mask on, she's just like, well, this shirtless man is attractive, and walks away.
As one does.
Yep. Parker, you find out, is a vampire and werewolf hybrid. He's also an alpha. So, there's that. So the alpha thing is you're born with it. You don't necessarily have a pack already, and that's how you become an alpha. You're either born with the ability to be an alpha or not.
Well, that's good, because sometimes children suck.
Mm-hmm. So the sisters, all three sisters, have special, like super special blood for vampires. Hello, Freya. So, it smells amazing and is extremely desirable, but they all refuse to join what is called the donor program. So the donor program helps keep people safe, like humans and other creatures safe. Werewolves don't really join unless they are weaker werewolves, because werewolf blood isn't super desirable. So it's not really for vampires. So it's not super.
Fair.
Yeah, so it's not like great. So they can still join, but they're not likely to join. But, the three girls with super desirable blood that don't have any protection, they're like, nah, don't want to be in the donor program. Think it's dumb. Don't want to do it. They think it's like this big thing that's like against them kind of thing. Their mother is the one that passed away, and you find this out. But she was always super a part of the donor program, but because of something that went wrong with one of the receivers, she didn't know that she was sick, and so she donated anyway, and she ended up passing away from it.
Oops. Was that a vacuum?
No, that is my husband trying to make a protein shake.
Is he done?
I don't know. I think so. I wonder if he did it once and then realized, oh no. If it starts again, we'll stop again. But I think we're good now. Anyway, the three of them refused to be donors. Now we're going to go back to Parker, right? Because it swaps between their point of views.
Mm-hmm.
So, Parker and his best friend, Zant. And Zant's on the council and is a vampire. They both jump down and scare the three sisters. But for some reason, Parker just can't leave Olivia alone. Both his vamp side and his wolf side want her next to him and to touch her. Like, that's what they want. Hi, Freya. So Zant actually chases after Olivia's two sisters to scare them, and they try to get Olivia to run with them, but she doesn't go. She stays with Parker, who she still doesn't know what he looks like or what his name is, because Parker still has a mask on. And Parker keeps trying to get her to tell him her name, but she won't because she doesn't know his. Right? So, so this is now where we catch up to the prologue. Okay? They're like super drawn to each other, and then and then Olivia hears the scream of her sister and runs. So, but Olivia and Parker are both drawn to each other, like, a lot. It's like immediate tension from the get-go. So, when she runs away, Olivia gets attacked by a vampire, and the vampire actually bites her and drinks her blood.
Oh, no.
Because she's got the super desirable blood, she's not safe because she's not a part of the donor program.
Super tasty and delicious.
Yep. Super enticing. She does get away, though. And then Parker learns that the werewolves all have a plan for her as well. It's not just the vampires that want her and her sisters. It's also the werewolves. He's not too keen on this. So he's kind of trying to fight the whole school for this girl that he barely knows, and just knows that he wants to mark her really badly. So this boy really just wants to mark her.
Has he even talked to her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A little bit, when they're still in the maze, mind you. So Parker finds her after she gets out of the maze. He finds her, and he licks her wound to heal her, because the werewolf spit thing. And does mention he's sorry, and that she's definitely not gonna like it, but that it will heal her, the whole licking her wound thing. Also, he does mention that it is kind of gross. The whole, have to lick you thing. So he gets her something to recover, and he just sits with her laying on him in the grass, because she's, been drained. They finally exchange names, and then Parker gets hit with a tree branch by one of Olivia's sisters. One of Olivia's sisters just comes over and whacks her. So she's just trying to protect her sister, not sure what happened, sees her sister kind of passed out with blood down her neck, like dried blood on her neck, drinking like a recovery drink, leaned up against this man that she don't know.
Concerning.
Yeah, that got her alone. So they figure it all out, He's like, it wasn't me. I promise I was going to take her to the nurse. He does. They get her all fixed up. So Olivia is a dancer, and Parker plays a sport called Rage. Rage is similar to hockey, just more brutal. And, with wolf and vampire powers.
Violent hockey.
Very violent. Hockey's already violent. Rage is more violent.
Excellent.
So Parker offers to be Olivia's fake boyfriend, as it will give her protection, and it helps Parker with his need to have a mate per his pack rules from his alpha. Parker is an alpha, but he doesn't want to be packless, so he joined another pack. And his alpha status does interfere with it a bit, because he's the only one in the pack that can actually not listen to the alpha and have no repercussions.
Tee-hee.
He tries to actually, listen to him and help him as much as he can. But Parker doesn't want to be an alpha. So that's his whole thing, is he doesn't want to be an alpha, but he wants to be in a pack. And his mom also died. His mom also passed away when he was younger, by the way. So yeah. She turns down his offer though. So he just tells her, well, the spot's always open if you need it. Well, she almost gets attacked again. And she agrees to be the fake girlfriend. And they end up kissing in their common room.
Fake girlfriend is never fake.
No, they end up, like, kissing in the common room. It was supposed to just be, like, a quick, gentle kiss, right? But it kind of turned into them making out in front of everyone. Like,
as one does.
Everyone. And, Parker definitely knows that she's supposed to be his mate at this point. But he buries that because, hey, that can't be possible because, you know, she's a human, right? That doesn't happen. So he is just on edge, and his werewolf side is just so protective of her. So he leaves Olivia to go get them some drinks, and he's questioned by Gavin, who is Parker's alpha. Parker tells him that it's real, and Olivia is going to be his mate. That whole thing. And Gavin is skeptical, but has to take Parker's word for it. Because as far as he knows, he's not lying to him. Because the whole alpha thing. As far as he
knows.
So, Gavin does know that Parker is an alpha, right? Mm-hmm. And it does sometimes cause issues with them. Mm-hmm. But he's like, you know what? I'm going to trust him. He's never lied to me before. I think he's hiding something, but it's probably not fully fake. So, yeah. Olivia ends up on Parker's lap. And the vamps and the werewolf and the wolves keep getting closer and closer to them. And Parker really hates it. And he needs to make her smell like him so that they stay away from her. Mm-hmm. So he just keeps kissing her to try to get her to smell like him. But he needs to make her smell even more like him. He does also tease her. Not like spicy tease, but like he's teasing her and like... Well, I guess it is kind of spicy in the fact of, like, he's whispering in her ear and doing, like, little teasing things that way. They do eventually pull apart, and she ends up having a really sweet conversation with Gavin and Parker. Then Parker drags her into a corridor, and they start making out again, and it gets a little heated. Especially since no one is there to witness their so-called fake relationship. So, he then asks her to stay with him in his bed so that she smells more like him. After careful avoidance thoughts, she tells him no, and he settles on her just wearing his uniform blazer. Because, hey, that'll at least make her smell like him. Right? So, he's so, like, adamant on her smelling like him. And, like, no one else touching her because they know that she's his. Mm-hmm. And he's just being like, oh, it's because of I gotta protect her. That's it. And it's like her blood smells nice. That's all this is, right? That's all it ever is. Absolutely not. It's not. No. They just, you know. They should be mates. They're fated. They're special. Because the thing about mates in this book is that a fated mate is different. It's called something else in here, and we'll get there. But it's different than being, like, a normal chosen mate, because they have chosen mates, and then they have actual, like, I think they're called soulmates. Not soulmates. They're called, like, soul string something. I don't remember. We'll get to it. But it's like, they're a special kind of mate that they didn't think was possible because she's human. But because of the werewolf genes from way back in the way, it might be possible. And they're forgetting about all this. Anyway, so Olivia is super scared of storms, like specifically thunder. And it got worse after her mom died. She's always had it. And it just got worse.
Why is that always a trope?
What?
That, like, the female is still scared of thunderstorms. It happens in a lot of books.
A lot of people are still scared of thunderstorms. It's not, like, uncommon.
No, but, like,
it's uncommon here because of hurricanes, and we have them all the time. But in places that don't have them super
But the way they do it in books, it's always like, oh, she's just terrified of the storm.
I know.
It's very dramatic.
Sorry, you're going to see a Freya butt.
Freya. It's not that kind of show.
She thought last episode was too. Anyway. So, because she's scared of storms and stuff, she's like panicking. Hold on, please. Stop messing with things. So, again, because she's scared of the storms, she forgot her headphones in the locker, like, for her ballet stuff, right? And so she runs to the only other feeling of home that she has, which is across the hallway to Parker's room. She knocks on Parker's room. He opens the door, lets her in immediately, and they just cuddle, and he gives her soundproof headphones and cuddles her, and they sleep. So Parker ends up scenting her in the morning, which involves him kissing and running his tongue all over her body.
Oh my.
They don't get any, like, spicy. He doesn't go anywhere spicy. But he definitely is all over her. So, Olivia enjoys this. And she tries to hold back, right? But he tells her she doesn't have to. And then he regrets that when he realizes that she, in fact, does really enjoy his mouth on her. So there's nothing past him kissing, licking, and giving her, like, a hickey on her thigh. Like her inner thigh. Though, he agreed to no sex with her when they first made their whole thing. So that's what he abided by. And she definitely wanted more as well, but he didn't ask, and neither did she, so they stopped. Because neither one of them asked for consent or got the consent for it, so they stopped. So Olivia leaves smelling of Parker.
Naturally.
And goes for her,
as one does.
And goes for her ballet audition. They end up in the same potions class as partners for the semester. There is more about her ballet audition and everything. And she does pass her audition.
Of course.
Which we'll talk about a little bit, but later. But there's a mean girl and all that. But they end up in the same potions class as partners for the semester. Parker and Olivia do. Olivia has another sex dream about Parker. Because that's the thing. She has a spicy dream about him. And realizes that her reoccurring dream might have always featured him. Because, fun fact, she's had a dream about him this entire time. But his face was blurry. She didn't know who it was.
Oh.
And she's like, oh my god, it's pretty much always been him, hasn't it? In these dreams that I'm having. So, like, even before she knew him, all that. Parker also has reoccurring dreams about Olivia, but he doesn't realize that it's her yet. It hasn't, like, clicked for him yet. So, Olivia goes to breakfast and is about to get go to her potions class, but she hasn't seen Parker all day, right? She's worried about him, so she goes to check on him. She finds out that since it's a full moon day, he is basically just sick. Like he gets, like, a cold or something, essentially. It's called moon sick.
Moon sick.
He needs to drink blood because of his vampire side, but usually Xant, his bestie, brings him a blood bag after Xant's done with classes. So he just skips them on those days. Like, he just skips classes and stuff on those days. Well, Olivia can't get blood bags, obviously.
Obviously.
But, she does have something.
My hair's driving me crazy.
So, she lets him feed off of her.
Oh, snap.
And they end up getting a bit spicy from there. So, they end up just, like, rubbing all over each other, grinding all over each other, you know. They have nothing but their underwear on, so they're, like, almost naked, rubbing all over each other. So, he gets her off, by the way. And she can't help but notice that he says the exact same things to her in real life as he does in her dream. So she's like, oh shit.
Oh, snap.
Anyway, that's as far as they went with that. So Olivia gets into her dance program and even asked Parker to be there when she found out. Then there's a whole thing with Parker being nominated for the council against his will, and a big scandal about the three sisters. This makes Parker actually run for the council, because he's like, absolutely the fuck not. How dare you go after my girlfriend? So Olivia finds out about linked mates. That's what they are, linked mates. And asks Parker if they could be that, because of the dreams, but she doesn't actually describe the types of dreams she has to him. Parker tells her it's super unlikely, as all cases of it have been a pair of two full weres, and they are, respectively, a human and a hybrid. So, in all terms, it's probably not a thing that could happen. So, Olivia starts to consistently sleep in Parker's bed, by the way, because if she's not in his bed, she can't sleep.
Are we still fake dating?
Yep, we're still fake dating.
No, we're not.
So, if she's not in his bed, she can't sleep. They also definitely act... What are you doing, Freya?
She's being crazy.
She is. She's just picking up, like, this little foam block that I have on my desk. But anyway, they also definitely act more like an actual couple than a fake one, considering they go on private dates, sleep in each other's rooms, and constantly kiss each other.
Ooh.
They're dating, and they just don't want to put the label on it. And it's kind of funny. So they have a few cute moments, and it's great. And then right before the preseason Rage tournament, they have a bunch of guest Rage players there, and they have a party. Olivia and Parker end up getting spicy in the bathroom. Freya, stop it. So they end up getting spicy in the bathroom, right? Right before this, Olivia asks him to mark her. She's like, mark me. She's sorry about it. She wants them. They decide on it being that weekend that he's going to mark her. Well, Parker leaves to help one of his players since he's the team captain, and Olivia stays with her friend Octavia.
I like that name.
Someone ends up drugging Olivia with something that forces her into heat-like symptoms.
Oh, fantastic.
So the only cure is to be marked.
Duh.
She found Parker. She, like, in her delirious state, made it across campus to Parker.
'Cause they're mates.
And he marks her and realizes that she is, in fact, his linked mate, because then the dreams all pop in and they're like, oh my god, it's you, like, it's real, like, this is my thing.
Oh my god, we should have just talked about our feelings.
I know. So he also has a really cute thing about mates from his mom. His mom told him that meeting his dad was like everyone telling you the sky is blue, and one day you realize it's purple. So after he mated her and realized the significance of the bond, he just, like, very quietly whispers to her, the sky is purple.
No.
And it's very sweet.
Precious.
So there's a lot of Olivia fighting the bond for a few reasons that make sense to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then they finally do full spicy. She tells him that she loves him and that she wants to fully accept the bond. They plan to have a weekend away together to complete the bond. Then the next morning in the middle of the common room, she tells him that she wants to break up and that they can't be together. It is literally breaking her heart at that moment, and he can feel this, obviously, because she's marked. And she refuses to look at him until the end, where she breaks after telling him while looking him in the eye, and then runs off. And that's where I'm going to stop. Because there's a lot that happens after that I can't spoil.
No spoilers.
And this book, I think, only came out either, like, end of last year. I think it was October of last year. I was waiting for it. I had it pre-ordered. I was telling Cecily about it multiple times. I was really excited about it. So I finally read it. And it's really good, guys. I highly recommend reading it. And if you are somebody who doesn't like a lot of spice or really likes slow burns, she has a series that goes across, I believe it's 4 or 5 books, and it's a vampire one, and they don't actually do anything spicy until book 3, and they don't kiss until, like, book 2.
What?
So, to be fair, when they start, they're in high school, so it makes sense. I'd rather not read, spicy scenes about a high schooler. That's kind of gross to me. So, understandably, there's a little bit of a push and pull on that. But,
fair.
She is a really good writer. She is currently working on books for both of the sisters as well.
Ooh.
Both of the 2 sisters. I didn't name them, I don't think, in this. But the sisters are a really big part of it. It's very cute. They have, like, this really good sister bond. But I highly recommend it. I tried to keep this short and sweet and not too, like, detail focused. But it is a really good book. Highly recommend it. And who you think is the bad guy is probably not the bad guy.
Oh, that's always fun.
So
love a good betrayal in the middle of the book.
It's not even a betrayal. It's you didn't even think about these people.
Oh, dang. Surprise.
Oh, yeah. It's like a big thing. One of them you definitely are like, oh, you definitely did that. But I don't think you meant to do that. Kind of situation. But we'll talk about that later. Me and you will. These people just, listeners need to just read the book. Because it's really good. And I highly recommend it.
Read the book.
But anyway, that's it. Any questions?
What was it called?
Just One Bite.
Oh. I thought it was called The Bite, and I was like the bunny band, but never mind.
That's funny. That's why I started laughing a little bit harder last episode.
Yeah, my brain clicked into it. I was like, what the second?
So, Just One Bite, S.L. Cokeley. Like I said, she has a full, completed vampire series. That I'm not a big fan of slow burns, but I kind of want to read it because I do like her writing style, and they're funny. This book was funny. It kept you engaged the entire time. There was no, drops in it. I devoured this book in a day. I legitimately just sat and read this book the entire day. It was very entertaining, very good. So, highly recommend it. I think I was texting Cecily and being like, people keep interrupting me. Because I wanted to read the book.
I forgot it was on that book.
Yep. But anyway, we hope you keep listening. And happy reading. Follow us on Spotify, Amazon Music,
Not
Follow
Apple.
us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts, besides Apple, because I don't think we're on there. So, bye.
Happy reading.